Hi, it's Joy, and thank you guys for watching the teaser reveal from the Agents of S.h.i.e.L.D. Season 6 from, I think it's the D23. Um, I think this is like a scene, a teaser, rather than like a trailer, but I don't know. I'm just very excited to see anything new from Agents of S.h.i.E.L.D. So yeah, let's go. When he gets here, just... Jonathan Morgenstern!
Who the hell are these guys?
Sorry.
Lost.
They're
I'm
Chronicons.
Ascension Chronicom from the planet Chronica 2. Chronicons are not born.
So they want to steal their faces so they can infiltrate the past.
What do you want? Your face.
It's just rude, really. Ooh. This is a lot. Okay, the last bit really hyper. Okay, so that scene was very interesting. It was kind of a continuation that we can see that the Chronicons are going to be the main enemy, at least at the beginning of the series. I assume for the whole of the series, but you know, sometimes S.h.i.E.L.D. likes to kind of throw you thinking that this is the problem and then they throw a different problem in later. It was fun seeing Luke Baines. Anyone who watches my channel knows I love Shadowhunters, and so it was fun to see him in it. It was unexpected. I don't know how much I've been in it, obviously, because you know, he's now going to be wearing that dude's face. I mean, the Chronicons, it's one of those things that any kind of villain who can hide their appearance is terrifying, because they could be anyone. So yeah, obviously we can see now that the Chronicons have gone back into time. Now, are they hunting our team? Is that why they're in the past? Or are we in the past because the Chronicons have gone into the past to do some shenanigans? But how have they been time travelling? Or did there just happen to be Chronicons in the past? Maybe there's always been Chronicles in the past. I don't know. But yeah, that was a lot of fun as a first scene. And then I really enjoyed the little flashes we got, particularly because we saw Coulson and we saw Daisy looking at Coulson. I mean, my century made, my life made. And like a shot of Daisy smiling at Coulson. I can rest easy this hiatus now. Oh goodness, I just want to look back at that little flash that we got. Right, so it's only... So yeah, that's Enoch. A shield of some kind with the... It looks like the, it's a spaceship. It looks like it could be an aircraft carrier type thing, I don't know. He doesn't get there in time before it jumps through space. Coulson. Hey Coulson. Daisy's so happy about Coulson. I'm just very emotional about this, you know, I could just be emotional for Daisy for the rest of my entire life. She gets Coulson back, and yeah, we'll talk about this, it's fine. Yeah. I mean, well, this is in black and white. What is happening here? A nice good old-fashioned shot. A good old rocket coming out of the lighthouse. I mean, this... Something dramatic happening. Hydra. They'd have to put up in the final season, wouldn't they? Especially in the past. And that's the bus in New York City in the 30s. Ugh, I mean, summer 2020. They could have given it to us sooner. Okay, so that was absolutely that has got me really excited, and then really devastated because it's the final season, and mainly because I'm gonna have to wait so bloody long for it. I'm torn between thinking, why did you be any footage? But they filmed the whole thing, so we could get a proper trailer really soon if they wanted. I doubt they will, it's quite early. But that was... I'm so excited for this final season. I think this show has been really good at honouring its roots, at sort of doing callbacks to things, and knowing that it's the final season for sure this time. I mean, season 5 did a lot of that, but season 7 they know is the final season. I think going in they did know it was the final season, so there's going to be a lot more of that, and I'm very excited. I'm also very scared. And I think it's definitely going to be interesting with Coulson, because he is Coulson. 100% I believe he is Coulson. But he isn't Coulson at the same time, you know. He is an LMD, which is something Coulson never ever wanted as a way to keep him alive. And he's got... I know we talked about this at the finale, but I've been obviously thinking about it a lot in the week since. And, you know, he's going to definitely be dealing with the identity of the fact that he is Coulson, but he's not Coulson. You know, it's not really his body, he's an LMD, but he's got all the memories and the personality and the feelings, and I think that's going to be something that's going to be really interesting to delve into, but I love it. I'm scared they're going to take him from us again in the season and I will die. And like I said, I think in my reaction, if Flint is around, I imagine he'll also be like having to deal with the fact that he's Flint but he's not Flint. And yeah, now this is very personal to me, but I have a headcanon that will fix the thing that has destroyed my life the most with Agents of S.h.i.E.L.D. Which is, okay, we now have Agents of S.h.i.E.L.D. They have got amazing cloaking tech. They have got time travel. Now, when Lincoln died, he... So when Lincoln died, he was on his own with Hive in the ship. As far as people on the ground can see, they just saw the ship explode. My ending for S.h.i.e.L.D., it can happen after Agents of S.h.i.e.L.D. ends, that's fine, I don't mind, is they jump back in time, and somebody jumps into the ship where Lincoln and Hive were, because they've got those circular teleport things. They manage to keep Hive over in the corner, who cares about Hive? Then they grab Lincoln, they get him to safety, then they bring him back to the present. Now, as far as anybody over the last few years are concerned, as far as Daisy is concerned in the past, he is dead. Nothing changes. The timeline does not alter in the tiniest little bit. The timeline stays exactly the same, but Lincoln comes back into the present now, and he gets to live a wonderful, full, and happy, long life, and that fixes my entire life. And, you know, assuming Daisy does not fall in love with someone that I think is good for her in the final season, they can get back together and my entire life can be perfect. Now, I would say that going back that we could fix every single character death, but I mean, you know, Trip, Daisy watched Trip die. So as much as I want to go back and save Trip, I don't think that's possible because it would alter the timeline because she watched him die. Whereas with Lincoln, they just watched a ship explode on the radar, and who's to say Lincoln was in it when it happened. So yeah, I honestly, like, Lincoln's death has caused me a lot of grief over the years, and I fixed it for myself, and I'm very happy with this. I don't know if there are any other things like that, any other characters we could save that we could think about going back in time and doing the time jump, but I just wanted to share that thought with anyone who's watched this trailer reaction, and I will probably talk about it in my reactions for the final season as well, because genuinely, like, I still cry about Lincoln sometimes. So I'm very happy with the fact that I have used entirely canon means to fix that problem, and it can happen. Like, I was telling myself at the time, oh, the explosion knocked him into an alternate universe, and he's just having a happy life there, but this is even better than that. This is perfect. So yeah. But yeah, that trailer, I have gone on my Lincoln tangent now, but that was a fantastic, fantastic trailer, and well, teaser, and the first scene was teasing the Chronocoms and everything, and that little flashes at the end. I can't wait for this season, so yeah, thank you for watching.